everyone, and thank you for tuning in to Wowhead Weekly number 132. Lots going on this week. Of course, we've finished the Argus campaign and BlizzCon announcements, all sorts of stuff. But before we get into that, I would love to introduce my wonderful co-host, Wowhead site manager, Perculia.
Hey everyone! We've had quite a week. We just had a bunch of BlizzCon announcements this morning, and we've had a ton of Argus news going on and a super cute battle pet. And before we start, just want to let people know that we do have a giveaway going on in Twitch chat. The prize is a Shadow battle pet, and the keyword to enter is Shadow.
Shadow. So that's a thing. That is the thing. If you guys would like to enter, which I'm sure you do, especially since Wowhead is purchasing that, so it will go towards charity.
Yeah.
Which I think we're going to talk about this in just a second.
Yeah.
So that's perfect. Let me just pop out my chat here and bring my notes up. There we go. So yeah, the first thing we're going to talk about is that new shop pet, Shadow the Fox. I've got a video you guys can see in case you are unfamiliar with what it is that we are talking about. This is Shadow. He is a little fennec fox that changes color between this light and void. His regular color is sort of that, what do they call that? Like sable? Is that the right word? But like a
it's
blondie.
kind of a
Blondie fox color. I don't know. This was actually intended to be the BlizzCon charity pet this year, but with the natural disasters with Hurricane Irma and Hurricane Harvey, it was bumped up to this week. All the proceeds are benefiting the American Red Cross as well as the International Red Cross Federation, and that is the full $10 purchase price. And I'm not sure if that's how it was in the past. I feel like in the past they always said proceeds, but this time they specifically said 100% of the adoption fee. So that whole $10 is essentially a donation and the pet is free. So definitely grab that. That's good through the end of the year.
Yeah, I think it's really awesome of Blizzard that they were planning on having, the charity drive be in November, and they've, essentially extended this by another 2 months by rushing to get the pet out the door this week.
Yeah,
so.
And it's cute too, because while I was testing him yesterday and this wasn't working yesterday, today it was hot fixed in, so if you do the /sit while you're targeting him, he'll sit on your lap like a cat.
Yeah, that's super cute. You hear that, Bright Paw? You might have a replacement.
You have
He's just sitting right here.
Yeah, he's
looking at the animation on the screen. He's like,
he thought about it for a second.
Yeah.
He thought about it for a second. But yeah, that's what's going on. And then of course, more Argus stuff this week.
I know, Argus.
Yep.
So we have our survival guide as usual, highlighting all the various things going on. And one of the big things that's going on is the Netherlight Crucible. So it's still really hard to explain.
It's
but
hard to
basically, Basically, so if you do the whole Argus story, you have a quest to activate the Netherlight Crucible, and then that's account wide. And if you have any alt that's like 100 and 110 and on Argus, take them to the Crucible, and you can just click on the tier 1 ranks and get an extra 15 levels for your artifact weapon. And then the fun starts if you're someone that has like Concordance 60 or above, because the rest of your Crucible is kind of all randomized, and like the tiers have weird interactions with each other. So if from 60 to 75, you can like unlock more things, and it's so confusing to explain. But
no, it's confusing to use. Like I am a World of Warcraft fangirl. I get a lot of criticism for being non-critical of World of Warcraft. I very rarely have negative things to say, but I hate the Netherlight Crucible, and I hope that Blizzard is listening, because I haven't heard anybody say that they love, like, oh, the Netherlight Crucible's so great. Like, it's so insane to me that with all of the feedback about RNG, look at me, I'm serious because I'm clapping, but with all of the feedback about RNG this expansion, why on earth would they add like an RNG on top of RNG on top of RNG device that is so difficult? Like, and when I say it broke Wowhead, I don't mean the website, I mean the site admins. It broke you guys. You guys were broken. 404, Wowhead not found. Like, I was present for several meetings that you guys had trying to have, like, 8 people. 8 of the, like, smartest people I've ever met that know more about WoW and WoW systems and anything like that than anybody I've ever met in my life combined. Still needed, like, multiple powwows to get a grip on what the heck. This is...
And it kept changing. And
this is the weakest system by far in Legion, and I really hope that they do not... Like, whatever, it's in the game, they're not taking it out.
The day before it went live, like, all the values were, like, stealth changed. Like, some were actually buffed, but of course, everyone trying to figure out, like, how to set up their own calculations were like, oh my god, it all changed, like, now what do we do? Like, totally going into this blind.
I hate it.
So what we've tried to do on Wowhead,
I like the lore idea of it. I like the
yeah,
thought
shadow
of like,
versus
oh, light and
Cat
shadow.
Yeah.
Like, I really like all that idea. I just think I think the idea of adding more RNG was dumb. I think with how hard it already is to get relics, I think then adding this weird... There's also, again, no way to refund anything, so if you don't really know what you're doing, which, by the way, nobody freaking knows what they're doing, if you do something wrong and make a mistake, I don't like this. I don't
Yeah,
like this.
also, it's not in the API yet, so you can't even, like, easily, like, query someone's character and, like, pull their traits in, or, like... it's really hard to make tools with this feature, so, you know, all the theory crafters and writers trying to do, like, you know, spreadsheets and their own little, like, Excel calculators, you know, they're doing a great job.
Everybody's trying really hard.
Wowhead does have a Crucible page set up, however, we were counting on Blizzard letting us essentially, like, import your character. You know, like, on Wowhead, you can look up, like, what quest a character has, or, like, what they look like. You can't do that for the Crucible. So we're still in the process of figuring out a manual way that you can, like, enter in all your stuff so you can share that with your friends. But yeah, we do have a kind of working Crucible calculator that shows all the fun nuts and bolts. We have a general how does the Crucible work guide, and then all of our spec writers are putting together updates to their artifact guides, like explaining, like, you know, everything is really situational based on, like, your legendary and your talents, but they put together guidelines as to, like, which are generally the best ones to get, and then you can use, like, the spreadsheet and do math if you really want to learn more. So yeah, you know, we're trying really hard.
And I hope that I hope that Blizzard, like, sees how much we hello Brightpaw. I hope that Blizzard sees how much you had to say something. You had to say something. He's going for it. He's going right for it.
He's like, the Crucible is very stress-inducing.
Oh yeah, there goes the Frostwolf up.
He's like,
he's
look,
carrying him. Oh my god, that was hilarious. He carried him away like a mouse. That's my favorite thing. I love that cat so much. That cat.
Anyway,
I feel bad because I feel like I bring naughty cats into people's lives. Like, if you ever get a chance, ask my friend Steph. You know Steph. Ask her about the cat that I, like, helped her pick out. He's the worst. I love him to death, but he's naughty. Every cat that I pick out is, like, a little mischief maker. And he's coming back for seconds. Amazing. But yeah, no, we don't. We don't like that. I don't care for the Netherlight Crucible. I hope that Blizzard addresses it because it's very confusing. They've done so much to make WoW accessible and, intuitive, and this was just in the opposite direction. There goes Mischief. Mischief's going. Mischief's down. Oh, is he holding him? Did he?
Yeah, he's holding him.
What is with him? Look at him. Oh my god. He's the best cat.
He's like, see, I'm making the Crucible conversation so much more interesting.
Brightpaw reigns supreme. Honestly, he's the best cat. I just love him so much. I'm so glad that you have him. He's my favorite nephew. Anyways, so the Netherlight Crucible is meh. But I have not done the Seat of the Triumvirate yet.
I have.
Okay, tell us about it. Also, thank you guys. I have so many subscribers today. I think I've seen like 10 already today. Thank you so much.
Yeah, wow, awesome. Oh yeah, so the next emote we wanted to get was a Brightpaw emote.
Yes, the next emote when we reach our next plateau. Hold on, while you're talking about this, I'll look up how many more we need for our next one. Our next one will be a little chibi of Brightpaw because he's stolen the show and all the plushies.
Yep.
He's a thief in general.
So the Seat of the Triumvirate is the dungeon that you can unlock once one of your characters does the entire Argus story campaign. And this is, you know, like this was the heart of Eridar operations, you know, where Velen was ruling with the Triumvirate. And it's all void infested and dark and sad now. And we have a guide to this explaining, you know, trash and boss and, you know, all that good stuff in the loot. And there's some interesting rewards. All the armor looks kind of light infused. There are 2 item sets with interesting procs, Velen's Lament and the Umbra Weaver's Portent. And there is also special quest where you have to do it to unlock Western Mac'Ari World Quest. There's a Lightforge transmog set you can get. There is a Glyph of Dark Absolution. There are 2 like Void themed toys. There's lots of stuff from the dungeon. And the most surprising thing is that if you've been questing through all of War of Light and Shadow, you start to do a lot with Ilaria and this ethereal Locust Walker who's like this kind of like void mentor snarky guy. And there's an interesting cutscene at the end. I don't know if you want to show this. It's like a 10-second cutscene that still kind of interesting. Raises a lot of
pop
implications.
it up right now. Images and Ilaria cutscene. Ready, set, here it is. Wouldn't it be crazy if that was like foreshadowing that like in the next expansion we're gonna have like void hunters?
Yeah, so I was thinking that, and I'm not so sure how in control of the void she is, because we've been seeing all of these. Like,
well,
the whole
that's why
quest leading
Zero
up
locked
to-
her up,
yeah.
right? It wasn't Zero like you're doing void stuff and you don't know how to handle this young lady.
Yeah, so she got locked up, and then as you're going through the void area with Locust Walker, who, by the way, he's really funny, and him and Ilaria have like kind of funny, snarky dialogue. But I mean, you're seeing all these like characters that sort of succumbed to the void, and Madness wasn't able to handle it, and that cinematic looked kind of scary. Ilaria, when you talk to her afterwards and you ask her what was going on, she's like, "Oh, this is something I can control." Like in a kind of like shadow form, but I don't know, to me in that cinematic, like she looks sort of normal, and then like this gigantic burst of energy hit her, and then she was totally blue. Like I didn't really see her being like, I will now decide to, harness the void.
Yeah.
So I don't
She
know.
looked
I
like
kind
she
of
got
feel like
attacked
she's
by void for sure.
Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like she's kind of, shifting the facts and trying to seem more in control of things than she perhaps is.
Yeah, that's a fair statement for sure.
So, but yeah, the dungeon's, pretty good. It's on Heroic and Mythic. Heroic's really easy, and you need to do it on Heroic to get progress towards the Paragon of Argus achievement, which has that special Lightbringer title. And
I looked it up. We need 26 subscribers.
Okay, where
We're
did he
only
go?
26 away.
He's in the other room, so like I was gonna like pick him up, but he's like, Bright Paw, come on, where are you?
Well, now
Bright
we
Paw?
only need 25 because someone subscribed.
Okay. Yay!
But we're 25 away. So if you guys have Amazon Prime and you would like to support Wowhead and you would like a new emote that is little baby Bright Paw, definitely hit that subscribe button. It directly supports Wowhead. It'll remove your ads off of Twitch when you're on our channel. You'll get to use our emotes. You'll get a little Wowhead rocket next to your name. And once we get 80 subscribers, we will be at our Bright Paw celebration. Words are still hard.
Also, I think it's like subbing is like 50% in September. So
it's half off.
Yeah.
It's half off for September. Oh.
Yep.
Well, you could.
So
This
bonus
is a good
incentive
time.
there.
You're gonna save
Yeah.
$1 or $2. $2.50. Math is hard. Anyways, moving on. We were talking, oh my gosh, with the coughing. We were talking earlier about how Shadow was hotfixed so that he sits on your lap now, and there were other hotfixes as well. We briefly talked about last week that they were removing waystones because they didn't really do much. So
they're now gone.
Yep,
They
now
were
they're
removed
gone.
on
You
the
just have to do 3 of your lesser invasions to do your big invasion. What else happened?
Yep. So there is an achievement, Commander of Argus, to do a bunch of kill a bunch of rare spawns, and you then get the arsenal weapons of the Lightforged transmog. And no one could complete it because one of the mobs never existed in the game, Soul Tender Videx. So Blizzard hotfixed that out, and now a bunch of people have really cool Argus Lightforged weapons, and there's like a bunch of shields and swords and staves that are part of that whole thing. And then it's probably bright for a second. My screen is up. I feel like there was one more hotfix.
Yeah, they increased the rate of the Broken Shore buildings.
Oh yeah.
To completion.
So no one was obviously doing the Broken Shore, and they made it faster. So now people can get the perks again. I think the Artifact Challenge one was up over the weekend. So all those are good. I think also there's been some class changes going on to account for the Crucible, as usual. Crucible is fun. And I think Kill Jaden's health was also nerfed by 5% as well this week. So,
yep,
all that's good stuff.
All the stuff. There's esports stuff going on as well.
Yeah, I'm excited about this first one. So, Blizzard is introducing an esports arena in Burbank, which is like a suburb of Los Angeles, and it's going to be full-time Blizzard esports. Multiple events can take place at the same time. I'm really excited. There's going to be a gear shop that will be there selling themed merchandise related to the events. So I'm excited because I live close by to that, and it's also, people make jokes, you know, like, oh, can't BlizzCon be the whole year, you know, Blizneyland, and now it's like, this is an actual Blizzard-themed year-round space.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's super awesome. So, yeah, is that all our esports stuff? I'm excited to talk about BlizzCon.
We learned some more details about the Mythic Plus Invitational as well. We did a QA with the Blizzard people working on the Mythic Invitational event last week, and they revealed the event schedule to us as well as some of the fixes in use. And then on Monday, they announced the qualifying teams and went over the schedule in more detail. So for 2 weekends starting on September 15th, we will have the qualifying rounds for the remaining top teams. And then on the third weekend, October 1st, we will have the global top 8 semifinals and finals. And they announced the streamers, and they're going to be Healing Stat, Automatic Jack, who is our priest writer on Wowhead, Trekkie, Richard Campbell, and then Robert Wing and Sloopbag. And yeah, I'm curious if that will take place at the esports arena, because I could just, you know, go and see that
it'd be so awesome if it was at the esports arena.
I know.
Oh,
So I'm excited about all that.
Esports arena, Blizzard, please.
And the NA Arena Championships also took place last weekend, and we're working on getting a recap up of that. Methods has, you know, they have multiple teams because they do so much with WoW, and just by luck, the teams that qualified are now both the European and the NA champions, so that's pretty exciting, and congrats to them on, you know, doing that sweep, and look forward to see, you know, who will win at BlizzCon, which is a good transition into what you wanted to discuss next.
BlizzCon's 51 days away, guys. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
So hold on, I have a slideshow of goodie bag stuff. Oops, sorry, Ilaria. Oh God, go away, Ilaria. We have a slideshow of goodie bag stuff. These are all the pictures that I took. The goodie bag this year is, okay, so I feel like, also sorry about the cat hair. Like, I apologize. I can't have anything in my house without it immediately being covered in cat hair. But, so I feel like when I initially saw the backpack, I was like, oh, cool, it's a backpack. And then, when I realized the badge thing, I'm so incredibly into the backpack now, because today on the live stream, they announced that there's going to be more badges. Like, it's not just the 6 you get. They have a whole series of, like, blind badges. I'm super excited about this. I like want to make my own badge. I was literally sending Perk websites where you could make your own badges. Also, Perk, I may or may not have accidentally bought 1,500 stickers of my I made my Twitch emotes into stickers to give away at BlizzCon.
That's awesome.
I'm cool. Super excited. I hope they're not terrible because I ordered a lot. So what's also cool is that this year there is both the regular goodie bag, which you're seeing right now, and then you can pay a little more to get the epic goodie bag, which will have an additional blind box figure, an additional blind box hanger, and a bag of the blind bag badges. You'll get 3 of the badges, and then also an additional pin and the 2017 Merchie pin. What I am concerned about is that they did not in any way address how physical attendees will be dealing with this, and it also specifically says on the website you can't order just the booster separately. So I'm like a little bit in a tizzy about this, and let me tell you why. Because I feel like this was a huge oversight. Like, I cannot believe that they wouldn't announce that at the time. Second of all, if they're going to do the upgrade at BlizzCon, it's going to be a mess. It's going to add to lines. It's going to slow down everything. Third, why don't they just mail out goodie bags in the first place? Like, in a total note of seriousness, like, why don't they just mail them out instead of picking them up physically at BlizzCon?
I guess the idea is that they want you to, like, carry your stuff around in the bag, but I definitely share your concerns that I'm like, oh, I want the epic upgrade for sure, and I'm like, well,
I also feel like the Epic upgrade, if it's not sold as a bundle at BlizzCon, I'm going to be super bummed. And I hope they don't limit people to just one. I feel like you should be able to buy multiple since it's all blind box stuff. And then third, I personally, and this is going to be an unpopular opinion, so hold on to your butts. I think that if you are physically attending BlizzCon, you should just get the goodie bag that is the Epic upgrade. Like, I mean, you're paying a lot of money for those tickets, and, like, it already feels, in a way, a little less special because everybody can get it. There's nothing exclusive about actually going to the convention. And now they're not offering a way for us to, like, easily upgrade our passes to have the Epic upgrade.
I'm sure that was an oversight. I mean, the shop has been, like, not very stable. It's, like, the homepage is down, so... Maybe they have some difficulty updating the FAQ, but I agree. It would be nice to have a soft perk like that, especially because, like you said, it's not the goodie bag. Formerly it used to be only if you went to BlizzCon. Then it was virtual ticket could access the goodie bag, and now as well, you don't even need the virtual ticket.
I do not understand that either. As much as I get from a perspective of money and business why they would do that, I do not understand why you would why would you even want the BlizzCon souvenirs if you don't care enough to watch the virtual ticket? Like,
that sounds like it just would be up for scalping, like, oh, you know, like, get your exclusive Mercy on eBay.
I don't like it. I do not like that decision. And I really don't like the Epic upgrade thing and then there's just no, like, BlizzCon is supposed to be primarily for the attendees, and it feels like the attendees have gotten completely kind of overlooked in this process. Not that this is me super complaining, I just think that they could have been more transparent so that we wouldn't be sitting here but, like, feeling like, wait, what about me? Like, we're all paying a bunch of money to go to this convention. I mean, you've got, what is it? $200 a ticket?
Yep.
$250? I don't even remember. It's expensive. It's a couple $100 a ticket. And then you're also flying across wherever and staying in a hotel or an Airbnb, and then the food and travel. Like, people spend $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 to go to these conventions, and then this little thing that was so special has just been kind of watered down to not really feel special at all anymore.
Yeah.
Specifically for attendees, I think it's amazing if you're doing the virtual ticket. Like, let me be clear, these changes are all great for the community, because I'm actually kind of against the idea of, like, totally exclusive merchandise because it makes you feel super left out if you can't go. I feel like there could have been some sort of balance where if you went, maybe you got a special pin, even if it was just something super silly like a pin.
Right. Well, I think the backpack hanger, the Mercy is exclusive to No, never mind. I misread that.
Yeah, no, the Mercy is exclusive just to the bag. So it's like, I'm not asking for them to do like a sideshow collectible big expensive thing. It's just like, it would be kind of cool, like, oh, if you go, you automatically get the Epic bag, or if you go, maybe you just, even if they just give you an extra pack of the badges, or a special pin that just said BlizzCon 2017 attendee. Done.
Yeah, I think that would be cool. Just to have just a basic TLDR of the bag, though, just the basics that they went on sale today.
Yep.
The regular bag is $45. If you have the virtual ticket, it's a $10 discount. My cat's moving the thing away from me. And then the upgrade option is $70 total. Again, the 10% discount to $60. I would also be curious if there's like bulk deals on just buying the booster stuff.
I want more badges so badly. Like, I don't really, like,
it's funny, speaking of RNG, I'm just like, oh, there's so much RNG where it's like, you have the Cupid Deadly RNG, and you have the pin RNG, and then you have the badge RNG, and now you have the backpack hanger RNG.
Well, the backpack, because if you get the Epic upgrade, that's random too.
Yep.
And then there's the gold variants of all of those things as well. No, you're totally right. RNG. Yep. Like, is Ian has a Costas RNGesus? Yes or no? I need to know. But
Drypa is just like rolling on my keyboard, and I'm like, he's like, yes, RNG, the Crucible, I'm taking attention again.
I'm so excited about the badges, though. I feel like if you guys could feel them in real life, they're very secure. Like, they're not, like, people were like, oh, Velcro, they're going to fall off. They're not going to fall off. They, like, take force to, I'm going to cough. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm still sick. They take, like, force to take off. So I'm, like, super excited about the badges. Like, I'm looking into having like my own, like I said, maids that I can give some away. They're a little more expensive than like stickers or something, so I wouldn't be able to give them away to everybody, but I don't know, I'm like literally so excited about it because I think it's going to be awesome to see everybody's backpacks all different.
Yep.
Bright Paw's the cutest.
I know. He
I
is
love
the best
him.
cat.
So those are my thoughts on that. Anyways, those are my thoughts.
Yeah.
As far as the digital goodies, we only know the WoW item, but the WoW item's amazing. It's a mount. Check it out.
It's the best thing.
I'm so excited. Here it comes.
It's so good. Yeah, it is. You're dying. I feel so bad. Oh, okay. So it's the Stormwind Sky Chaser 2-seater mount for the Alliance, and then the 2-seater mount of Grimar Interceptor for the Horde. And this is the first time, I think, since the BlizzCon Polar Bear that we've had a mount instead of a Murloc pet, so this is a big deal.
And it flies, and it's a 2-seater mount, and it changes from Horde and Alliance. No, they did a good job. The only thing, my only gripe about it is I wish they had incorporated a Murloc. I'm so bummed that there's not like a Murloc flag or like a little Murloc that sits on the mount. Maybe if you only have one person on the mount, like a Murloc sits there.
Oh, that would be cute.
Like,
yeah, that's super minor though. Like, I think it's awesome. I'm just looking at it and seeing how the Horde.
Well, this is the first year though that the digital thing in WoW doesn't incorporate a Murloc.
Yeah, well, that the Polar Bear. No,
the Polar Bear has a Murloc on its head.
Yeah.
That is my primary ground mount perk. Trust me, that is my primary ground mount.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I'm just bummed there wasn't a Murloc because it breaks tradition.
Yeah. So it's still super cool though, and I think the timing of this was really good because when the goodie bag came out, a lot of people were sad that it seemed like very Overwatch focused.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, you know, like, is there a shout out to like the classic franchises? And these mounts are awesome, and while it's not, you know, a cool item in a goodie bag, it's still something really cool showing that, you know, they're doing special stuff with WoW.
Oh yeah, for sure. No, I'm really glad, and it's very special. I've always said I thought a mount would be better than a pet. Always. Yeah. Because everybody uses mounts, not everybody uses pets.
Yep. So
I'm into it.
That was a super cool reveal this morning, and we also learned a ton of stuff about the virtual ticket, including improvements coming this year, and I'm definitely on board with these. So there was a lot of complaints in the past that as Blizzard kept expanding the convention, multiple panels would take place at the same time, and people at the convention couldn't see everything, and they weren't on the virtual tickets, so there's a lot of stuff that wasn't documented, was lost, it was sad.
Yeah.
And now everything that is on a stage will be part of the virtual ticket. So they've expanded the stage coverage, and that's super awesome. And what I think is adorable is they've renamed all the stages, so it's not like Hall D or, you know, Stage C. It's like the Mythic stage and the Epic stage.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that. They're also ramping up to BlizzCon with a bunch of behind-the-scenes videos. So, you know, if you want to learn more about, like, cosplay or
they did the vault in the library today, and it was so
awesome. So cool.
I'm sorry, I just talked right over you. I saw that, and I was like, that's the job I never knew I needed.
I think they had a similar librarian position like 5 years or so ago when I was still part-time, and it looked interesting. I was thinking of applying for that, but then I didn't.
How much regret do you have right now?
I don't have a ton, but it
looked amazing. Cool, also, the girl who was the librarian, I think her name was Joanne, she was goals as well. I loved her. She was cool. She looked like a nerdy Blizzard librarian. It was perfect. It was amazing.
Yep. So we're getting more videos like that every week, and some of them will be free, and some of them you will need a virtual ticket to access. And I also think this is really good because when there's so much stuff that comes up around BlizzCon and people, you know, focus on the big game announcement or reveal, and some of the, you know, interesting behind the scenes stuff like the vault doesn't get as much hype. So I think it's really great that Blizzard is staggering all of this out in advance.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. And it's going to be available. It used to be up to 2 weeks. Now it is a full month.
Yeah.
Now it is a full month. So it's awesome. I'm really excited. Also, update, we're only 17 subscribers away from a new emote right now.
Getting closer. Come back.
Come back. Getting closer. Also, sorry about during the mount video, I muted so that the stream couldn't hear me, but Perk could hear me, and I was like dying, like hacking up a lung. It was like all the coughs I held in came out all at once.
Look, he came back.
He's
like
He's
trying
so
to jump
cute.
on me.
I love him. He's a good cat. He's a good
He
cat.
is a good cat.
So we're excited about that. Also, while the Blizzard Gear Shop is kind of borked right now, it is technically back online. It's just there's a lot of people trying to get on at the same time right now. We did recently get some new merchandise, which I don't have everything to show you because I don't have all the clothes with me right now, but I have to show you guys the new Cute But Deadly figures. I'm going to make my screen big so they can see them. I've got them right here.
Okay, I was going to pull mine over.
Yeah, here, I'll just make my screen big. So this is the Bastion figure. Now, he is really heavy and weighty. He's bigger than a pop figure, but he's not huge, but he is weighty, and that is because he actually lights up. He lights up, and he's, like, detailed on all sides. The batteries are interchangeable. His, like, head pops off. I don't want to, like, pull it off right now. Oh, there we go. It pops off right there, and that's where you put the new battery in. And it just, I think it takes, like, watch batteries, but... yeah, this is the Bastion. He's my favorite of the two. He's got Ganymede, and the paint job on this is phenomenal. Like, this is extremely high quality. This is not a toy by any means at all. Thank you so much for hosting us, Gold Goblin.
Thank you.
This is not a toy. This is definitely a collectible item. It also stands really well despite being so, like, top-heavy. The second one
I was going to say... do you have the little Arthas figurines? Because I have this little family of Arthas figurines.
Yeah, I totally do. Hang on, I'll grab it. It's right behind me.
Yeah. So... yeah, I like the Arthas one more just because I have more...
This isn't the default Arthas, because my default Arthas is from BlizzCon, and it's actually still in its package. So this is the blind box version. But just as a comparison of how big it is versus a Cute But Deadly... the paint job is really good on these, though. That's something I see people complain about on figurines like this a lot, is that the paint job isn't detailed enough. But if you see, his runes are see-through, and that's because Arthas also lights up. You can't really see it on camera, but the sword does light up as well in kind of a gradient. He's awesome. His eyes light up, and then the gem in his helmet lights up. There he goes off. And he also stands very nicely. Bastion is definitely my favorite of the two, but they're both awesome.
Yeah, and I like how there's one, Overwatch one, and then one more for, like, the classic, crowd, WoW audience.
And I also feel like they picked the right character for Overwatch, too.
Yeah, I agree. I like Burbs.
Yeah, and then there's a bunch of new merchandise on the Blizzard Gear Shop. The shirt Perk is wearing.
Argus shirt.
Which is actually different. It's funny because I got the Argus shirt that they were selling at Gamescom, and I complained about it to Perk. If you guys saw any pictures of me in it, I cut it up and like tied it because that's what I do with my life. And a big part of it though is because it had kind of a strange neckline, and it was like double layered in the back, and it was just cut very oddly. And they ended up revamping it, and it's now on this classic like high neck T-shirt on a charcoal gray that's really nice. So I love that.
And I have a Heroes of the Storm hoodie.
The Heroes of the Storm hoodie was so nice. I think I might have that right here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I do. Look at me. I'm semi-prepared.
Yay.
I'll make my camera shows up a little better than yours. I don't know why, because it's the same camera, but this is the Heroes of the Storm hoodie. It's a navy, it's kind of like a heathered navy blue with, what would that be, like a cyan Heroes of the Storm logo. And it's a mid-weight hoodie. It's not super heavy and it's not super light either. Then we also got this new Heroes of the Storm sheath dress, which by the way,
I love that dress.
Okay, so what size did you get? Mine is massive. It's a medium, but it is huge. It is very big for a medium.
I got a small.
Yeah, I wish I'd have gotten a small because I got a medium and it's big.
Yeah.
But this is very, like, 1950s. Like, it's very cute, and I really like it. I don't think it's going to fit me. I haven't put it on yet because I've been sick, and I didn't want to germ up my wardrobe. And then finally they sent us this Heroes of the Storm, or rather, Overwatch chiffon tank top.
I think that is super cute.
Well, what's nice about this, too, is it's long enough to wear with leggings.
Yeah, so it's long enough in the back to wear with leggings, but you can also, like, tie it up in the front if you wanted to, like, do cute stuff with it. I was layering it with black underneath, and it was super cute.
I saw it was super cute. So that's some of the new stuff. What I'm wearing my body.
We got these sweatpants.
Yes, I've been wearing those nonstop. I actually had to take them off to put on this, to wear clothes today, because I've been wearing those for, like, 3 days. They're so comfortable. They're women's, like, jogger pants. They're ridiculously comfortable. Jinx sent me some stuff recently too. This is in their new non-gaming line, and I love it. It's like a long plaid, and it's like a mid-weight material, and it's long enough. They call it a dress. I wouldn't wear it as a dress, but yeah. So
they gave me their varsity jacket in red and black, but it's like 90 degrees here. But I really like it too. It's definitely very fashionable.
So yeah, lots of cool new merch between the Blizzard Gear Shop and Jinx. Definitely check those out. We will do our best to get you guys some coupon codes as soon as possible. Jinx.
Yeah.
Jinx, we don't want to like have only Jinx and then not Blizzard Gear Shop, because then it's like kind of weird and compete-y, and since they carry a lot of the same stuff, so we try to have both at the same time, which is why we have neither right now.
Yeah, and the Gear Shop definitely promised us stuff. It's just, you know, like their front page is down right now. They've got bigger things to do than to start, you know, testing Wowhead codes. Just one more quick note on the Gear Shop. I didn't post the article up, but there's a few interesting other things that are up on the shop that we weren't sent that I just wanted to highlight. There is a cute but deadly dress. Is that what you're going to say?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, super cute dress. There's a Symmetra skater dress.
Those are both on my wish list.
Yep. There's like a Legion chiffon scarf thing, and there are Alliance and Horde scarves, and some like super retro like notebooks, you know, like school notebooks with
they were like composition notebooks.
Yeah, getting like really back to school vibes from that. So yeah, lots of gear things going on, and
there was a lot. All the Overwatch like Tokidoki stuff was up.
Yep. Yeah, a few more Overwatch things.
There was a lot of good stuff up right now.
Yeah, I think the pricing may have changed slightly, you know, with shipping, or I think some like plushies or clothes are more expensive, but that's where we're hoping we have a discount code.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So that's what's going on there. You want to talk a little bit? This will be last call for any questions that you want to ask us. Please ask them to Sass now. But Perk's going to cover the Wowhead site news, and then we will answer some of your questions. So I'm kicking it off to you.
Yeah, so obviously with 7.3, we've had tons of guide and feature updates, and just wanted to highlight a few of the things. First thing we did is that Legion attunement tracker has been updated with a lot more 7.3 things, including if your character can do invasions, if they can access the Argus world quest, if they can do the dungeon yet, what traits they can unlock on the Crucible, tons of good stuff like that. And because there's so many requirements per character in 7.3, we just figured it would be great if you could just pop in the name of your character and you get a nice organized list of, you know, what you still need to do to access the really popular content. Then, as mentioned, the Netherlight Crucible is still a work in progress, but a lot more complete work in progress as we speak. The calculator, you know, like Blizzard was changing the calculator like every week on the PTR. It was a mess. But we've, you know, as mentioned, our calculator now works. It has all the right traits and the values. You can save things. We've tried to set up the Netherlight page interacting with the artifact page. So, like, if you select a bunch of relics on the Netherlight thing, then your artifact page is like, hey, like, you now have 7 ranks of this one trait. You know, so nice interaction with that. We have several giveaways going on. We have a giveaway for the Shadow Battle Pet. There are a bunch of ways to enter via Gleam. And we have our cooking giveaway going on for a few more days. Lulaboo did a bunch of breakfast foods, including fell eggs and ham, Rylac Claws pastries, which look amazing, and the soft banana bread. And we have a ton more, you know, interest in this giveaway than past cooking ones. So, you know, thanks for spreading the word, guys. We really appreciate that. And we love doing unique things on the weekends. So, you know, more support for those things means we can do more in the future. And I feel like I'm missing something. I know I've mentioned all the guides, the Crucible guides, the Seat of the Triumvirate guides, the Survival guides,
the Fisher Friends.
any
Did
other
you talk
guides.
about the Fisher Friends?
Yeah, Fisher Friends.
I'm on it.
People were asking Wowhead to do a bunch of, you know, tracking for 7.3 things on today in Broken Isles, and we have a big to-do list, but one of them is already live. We are now tracking what Fisher Friend is up on the front page, and you want to get exalted with the daily Fisher Friend, so when you're exalted with all 6 of them, you get a special tint for your Underlight Angler, and you can buy more cool stuff like bobbers and toys and shirts and recipes. So that's all that's new on Wowhead, and just a reminder, we are still looking to hire more developers to join the team, as well as, you know, if you want to pitch a guide to us, let me know. I'm always open. They are always, you know, paid contract positions. So that's about it on Wowheads, and I don't have a ton of questions, but
let me just pop in before the questions start. We are currently 13 subscribers away from a Bright Pot emote. 13.
Come on, baby.
And do keep in mind that it is September, so it's half off of all subscriptions, unless you have Amazon Prime, in which case you can subscribe to us totally free. So if you're interested in using our emotes, supporting Wowhead, etc., excuse me, I have the hiccups. Feel free to subscribe to us.
There he is.
That's Bright
There
Pot.
he is.
That's the guy.
Hello, baby. Hello. Say hello. Hello.
Say hello.
Hello.
My favorite is how a month ago, 2 months ago, Perculia did not know how to cat at all.
No, I was terrible at cat.
It was my favorite thing, and now she's all about cat. She's all about it.
You are the best cat.
Thank you so much for subscribing. We're 12 away. So let's see. What do we got for questions?
We just had the question, which was kind of answered, which was will physical attendees of BlizzCon get the epic upgrade included, or will they have to pay an extra $25? Or just buy an extra one that's epic? So we don't know, but we'd love to know, and I'm sure after this I can email the Blizzard Gear Shop and be like, dude, everyone on Wowhead is asking, can we do something about this?
People were asking that like on Twitter as it was happening. Like, I'm genuinely surprised we haven't heard a clarification yet.
Yep.
But we'll find out. We'll find out.
Yep.
All right, our giveaway is about to end like any second. Any second now. It's gotta be. It's gotta be ended. I'm waiting for Sass to say something.
Yeah, I see he's typing. Brightpaw is back on the desk and he's like hitting my headphone wire with his tail. So he's being a good cat.
All right. Well, our winner has been chosen. It's Crouching Tiger 168. So you need to message Sass on Twitch to claim your prize. And that's it for us. We will be back next Wednesday, right? I'm still here on Wednesday. And then we won't be here the Wednesday. I think I might actually be home in time to not miss a... So I'm going to Scotland.
Ooh.
I'm going to
You're
Scotland.
like, I'm going to Scotland, but I'm prioritizing my trip around the show.
No, okay, so I leave on Thursday the 21st. So I will be here for next Wednesday's show. No problem.
Yep.
And, okay, but I will not be here the next... I technically get home at 6 o'clock p.m., but there's no way. We'll probably do the show the Thursday after that.
Yeah, unless there's some, I mean, if there's breaking news, then, you know. Yeah, we could do it the day after or something.
Yeah,
in case there's
so
something that
we'll do our best there, but we will definitely be here next week on Wednesday at twitch.tv/wowhead at 3 p.m. Pacific Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you guys so much for coming and watching us live. A huge thank you to all of our subscribers, new and old alike. We are currently 11 subscribers away from a new emote. Our next emote will be a little chibi of Bright Paw. You can always subscribe to us offline if you're watching this on YouTube and you want to support the show. Head over to twitch.tv/wowhead. If you subscribe during the month of September, you'll get half off of your subscription. If you have Amazon Prime, it'll be totally free. And if you have Amazon Prime, make sure you're linking it to your Blizzard too, because you get all sorts of rewards for that too, like in Overwatch.
Yeah, there's like the Hearthstone card backs are coming out. There's
all
like
sorts of
Twitch
stuff.
Prime.
So don't miss out on that. But yeah, we are gonna go. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful weekend, and we will see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Have a great week, guys. We will see you next time. Bye.
Awesome. Bye.